You cannot truly defeat witchcraft by also using witchcraft. So how do you truly defeat it? First, you have to understand what witchcraft truly is and how it works. So witchcraft is typically initiated in the spiritual realm, but there are rules that must be followed in the spiritual realm before that can actually have an impact on you. I believe it's Genesis 1 verse 26, with God giving us authority. The spiritual meaning behind that verse is that you have a say in what happens to you and what does not happen to you. So the first thing that you need to do is to align yourself with God. Try your best to live in obedience with God as much as possible. Because if we go through the Bible, we would realize that God rewards the obedient and God has all rights to defend the obedient. This is not asking you to be perfect at all times. It means every time you find yourself falling back, you would genuinely try to align your heart with God. Know that you are in alignment with God. In other words, your authority now holds weight in the spiritual realm. Have you ever heard of persons who you know dibble and dabble in darkness? They're just always mentioning the name Jesus, and you wonder, how is it that they are talking about Jesus so much? You can see the wickedness, you can see the evil upon them. So how dare they mention the name Jesus? Now, there's a lot of things to explain behind that. I'll have to do that in another video. But for now, what you need to know is that what separates you from warlocks and witches when it comes to the name Jesus is when you use the full name Jesus Christ of Nazareth. There's a whole spiritual explanation behind it, but it's something that a lot of persons are not aware of. Matthew chapter 1, or one of those verses, which says that Jesus shall be called Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You are now asking God to do this thing for you by following the rule that Jesus Christ of Nazareth would have outlined for you, saying, anything you ask in my name shall be given unto you. When you initiate your prayer, say, I take authority over every spirit of witchcraft and I send them back to the pit of hell in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And if you have been shown by God exactly what they're trying to do to you, you can be specific towards that particular thing. So you can say, I take authority over every spirit of sickness or infirmities and I send them back to the pit of hell in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. If whatever God shows you is displaying that this thing is trying to kill you, I take authority over the spirit of untimely death and I send them back to the pit of hell in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth.